Hello everybody, it's the Historical Gamer once again, and today we are going to be taking a look at Rule the Waves 3. We are resuming my Italian Let's Play series. Rule the Waves 3 came out on Steam yesterday. We're live on the 18th, or 19th, so it came out on the 18th. Yeah, Rule the Waves 3... still early on in this series, we haven't really seen a lot of the new stuff, but what I will say is the game's different because you have an earlier start date, so you start in 1890, so a little bit less advanced ships, a little bit more time with your pre-Dreadnoughts before everything gets obsolete, and then you've got missile combat in sort of the back half of the game, the very end of the game. It's going to take a long time to get to missile combat, and that's going to be true at any of the start dates. I think they need to have a 1950 start date, really. But that's neither here nor there for this episode, if you will. We are playing as Italy. We have been at war with France for 3 months. We actually have done okay. The victory points here aren't terribly favorable for us. 3,900 for the enemy, 3,200 for us. But if we actually go to the almanac here and we take a look at the ships sunk, we sank the Carnot and the Charlemagne, 2 French battleships off of Sardinia. We also have sunk the armored cruiser Tours, and then the light cruiser d'Assas, and then the corvette d'Animant. So we've sunk 2 battleships, an armored cruiser, a light cruiser, and a corvette. We have only lost a light cruiser. So the reason we are losing in these victory points here is, 1, we declined a fleet battle that would not have been in our favor, so the enemy got a bunch of victory points there. 2, we've been blockaded now for 2 months, I think. And as a result, we lose a victory points each turn that we remain blockaded. The good news for us is that France isn't actually that much stronger than us. They have 7 battleships. We have 6 after sinking 2 of theirs. They do have 2 more building, but we actually are building 4. So we're on pace to surpass their battle fleet. We have more armored cruisers than them, 12 versus 9, although they are building 5 more. We have considerably fewer light cruisers. That's kind of where the main disparity is. They have 23, we have 14. And we have 6 corvettes versus their 3. So France is not really this behemoth that we can't compete with quite yet. Why are the British behind in technology? That seems wrong. But in any event, that's kind of the situation that we find ourselves in right now. I believe the reason we're blockaded is our power projection isn't as good because 2 of our battleships have been repairing the last couple of months. We fought that battle I mentioned, sinking 2 French battleships in the first month of the game. We took some damage, and some of our battleships are in the repair yard, and as a result, our projection is not as strong as it could be. Additionally, we also have some new battleships on the way. The THG class, 4 of them are under construction. 2 of them were paused for a time and are still almost 3 years away. But 2 more will be ready. The first 2 will be ready in 5 to 7 months, or at least they'll start working up. This class is, I don't know, I like it. 4 12-inch guns, 12 5-inchers, and 16 3-inchers. We have quality 1 3-inchers, so those are good guns, although they are in casemates. The 5-inchers are in turrets, and then the 4 12-inchers are also in turrets. 10 inches of belt armor, decent. 18 knot speed, decent. I'm interested in this class. I think it's okay. We also have the Caio Duilio class. That's the backbone of our fleet right now. They have 4 13-inch guns of -1 or -2 quality. They happen to be built, I believe, in England, as we don't have 13-inch guns developed yet. 8 6-inchers and 16 2-inchers in this particular ship. Our dockyards have a max size of 15,000 tons, which right now in 1892 is sufficient. And yeah, we do have a fair number of ships out on raider duty. I don't know if we need to like pull some of these guys back. Why does this have a star next to it? I don't know. What does that mean? It doesn't tell me. It's in the Mediterranean. It's a raider. I'm not sure. I'm wondering if it means I should pull it back. Like, is it low on fuel or something? In any event, it is July of 1892. Let's go ahead and move forward 1 more turn and see if we have any battles come up. An enemy destroyer raid. France is launching a raid here in northern Italy. And it looks like they're going... It says it's a destroyer raid. Enemy forces don't consist of any destroyers, though. 4 battleships, 5 armored cruisers, and 15 light cruisers are in the region. We have 4 battleships, 6 armored cruisers, and 12 light cruisers in the region. Fairly even odds here, so we're going to go ahead and fight this battle. I don't want to give them 800 more victory points if we, you know, decline. Okay, so what's the actual... Is it just the 1 light cruiser? Is that all we have on this map? The Iridi? We just have the 1 light cruiser, the Iridi. Okay. And she has 5 8-inch guns and 8 3-inch guns and makes 2... Wait. Where... Where's her speed? Oh, 22 knots. Okay. All right, well, if that's all I've got, I guess we'll see what we run into. That's a decent light cruiser design, I feel like. She's currently only making 12 knots. I'm assuming we're going to run into the enemy at some point. It should give me like an unknown ship spotted. Patrol boat. So we ran into another ship here, but it's a friendly. We have some merchants here along the coast. Okay, what's going on? I'm hearing gunfire, but I don't know where. I hear gunfire. I don't see anything. So like if they're raiding my shipping, I don't know where the gunfire is going on. All right, I think it said corvettes firing at ships. Where the hell are they? I might lose all these merchant ships without even knowing what's going on or where they are. All right, let's turn around, I guess. I'm guessing they're behind me. We'll crank speed up to 20 knots. Report of a patrol boat down this way. Moving south. Okay, so maybe I shouldn't have turned around. We'll turn back around and try and go find them. It's getting later in the day, though, so visibility is going to start dropping. Heavy rain sea state also means that poor visibility and not a great sea state. I'm hearing gunfire. Last report was 1 battleship and 1 destroyer heading this direction. They could also have some corvettes along the coast. So not really sure. We've got 2 different reports. One of these guys heading south, one of some ships up north. The northern report is more recent, so we'll go there. Reports of someone straddling something, but I've got no visibility on any ships right now, so I don't know what those reports mean. It would suck to lose a battle where they hit our shipping hard when I never even run into the enemy. But a good deal of fog of war here. Unknown ship fires at Pilanacano, 3 hits. But where? Where is this ship? Pilanacano is probably a patrol ship, right? Is it behind me? That's what the map seemed to indicate. Let's go back here. I don't know if this is like actually bringing me to the right spot on the map or not. I haven't spotted anything yet. Well, there's the Nakano. She just sank. But I have no visibility on what sank her. Okay. Unknown ship fires at merchant ship. Give me a damn report on where these guys are. Pause. All right, so something is shooting at this merchant ship. It is 6 o'clock, 6:30, so I'm guessing due to the rain and the time of day, we don't have line of sight on what's shooting at it, but this is the merchant that was being shot at. We saw some shell splashes, but no sign of the enemy shipping. We can't even see our own ships very far. Our stokers are getting tired and the grates need to be cleaned. Oh my god, I'm not going to find anything. All right, new report of enemy shipping over here, so let's try and intercept. Man, talk about fog of war. Whoops. Fires are raging out of control. Merchant Zero. Where is Merchant Zero? Gotta be up along the coast then, well away from me. Oh my goodness, I need radar or something. Run a spiral search pattern. I mean, I was just trying to follow the reports. Merchant Zero, this just sank here. It's like frickin' trying to find ghosts. All we've done is seen their victims. Okay. I mean, I don't even know what I'm supposed to do here. I can't see anything. All right, it's daylight. France has no ships left at sea. Okay, so they returned to port. So this is a French victory. We lost 2 corvettes, apparently, and 2 of our merchants. It was an enemy light cruiser, and it escaped. Fuck. Because I couldn't find anything. I wouldn't call that a major victory. 2 merchant ships sunk. Considering the dire war situation, the government's debating whether to seek peace. Your opinion on strategic situation is sought. The situation is not desperate. We can fight on until we've secured victories that will give us leverage at the negotiating table. All right, so we lost no merchant ships. Our own raiders sank 12 French merchants and gave us 60 victory points for that. The enemy gets 290 more victory points for blockading us. How much longer are they going to be able to blockade us? I should have more ships coming online like soon. Also, one of my repaired battleships is returning. I wish I could send them all out to sea. I don't think there's a way to do that, though. Meanwhile, our armored cruiser Palestrio is commissioned into the Navy. And Giuseppe Garibaldi has condenser trouble. 2 ships have finished working up. The Parlamento authorizes an additional war loan. The budget increases. And we sank 7 more enemy merchant ships for 35 victory points. Are we still blockaded? We are. That's kind of annoying. All of my battleships and heavy ships are pretty much in the Mediterranean. Most of them are in the active fleet. I just feel like the enemy shouldn't be strong enough to blockade me at this point. But anyway, we'll get 2 new battleships in a couple of months. I'm going to pocket the extra cash for the moment. We'll look at the blockade details in a minute, Peter. 2 light cruisers and an armored cruiser. I don't think... Okay, we got 100% of our ammo. Right, so these ships all have complete ammunition complements. We'll go, right, unknown ship spotted. Where? Over here. 1 enemy ship spotted so far. We'll send the light cruiser out this way, and we'll just keep the armored cruiser going like this. Let's increase speed to 16 knots on the armored cruiser, and then the light cruiser, you'll race ahead to go tell me what's up there. So we'll get you up to flank speed. Several enemy ships. More than us. They've got 4 ships here. 5 ships. 6 ships. Do they really have battleships here? Because I've got 1 armored cruiser. That's what I've got. Let's pause here. 2 light cruisers and an armored cruiser is what I got. They have a Montclair class armored cruiser, which is 8-inch guns, 6 of them versus my 4. No, I don't even have that. I've got 2 7-inchers, don't I? Or no, I've got 4 8-inchers. Okay, so it's my newer, my better armored cruiser class. Still 6 versus. Right, this one only has 4. 10 6-inchers in that light cruiser. These designs from a turret perspective seem much more modern than the 1890s. The game could do a better job of designing to the era they're in. Because this is not a fair fight. So what we're going to do here is we're going to turn the light cruisers away, the armored cruisers away. We'll see if they'll chase us. Maybe we can isolate a single enemy ship and defeat them. Because I don't particularly want to fight that enemy force. It is too strong. Oh, and I forgot my light cruisers are going way faster. So slow down to 16 knots. Actually, let's get the armored cruiser catching up a bit. We'll increase speed to 18. Slow the game speed down. We might be able to cross their T, maybe. Although it looks like we're probably going to enter into more of an even fight here. I suppose I could turn my light cruisers in and just pray for a torpedo hit. They do have torpedoes, right? 4 submerged. Okay. All right. I wish I could manually order the torpedo strikes. We broke their line. Well, sort of. I'm just trying to close in and get a torpedo hit. All right, the enemy turned away. How much damage did we take in that charge? Quite a bit. 4 medium hits. Jeez. All right, can you get out of there any faster? My armored cruisers can make 20 knots, this class anyway. What's the damage here? Flotation damage is not great. Let's try and get these guys out of here. Did the second ship in the line do anything? They didn't really take much damage. Oof, we've already taken 3 medium hits on our armored cruiser and we've scored none. This is not going to be a good result. Turn away, boys. Get out of there. Do we have anything we can run to? No. Nothing we can run to in terms of coastal batteries. The enemy's pursuing gamely. We're going to use our light cruisers to cut across the head of their column. Maybe we can get in on a torpedo hit, although it won't be a good angle. Yeah, we got a hit there on the monoclam. You can see the little red icon here indicates a hit. Could always try and ram, I suppose. Enemy ship monoclam is hit by a torpedo and sunk! Instantly sunk! Yes! There we go, boys. I turned those light cruisers in on a death charge and it worked. I was thinking maybe they would ram, but as it was, man, that thing must have just straight up blown up. It didn't say there was like a flash fire or anything, but it sank instantly. All right, turn away. I don't want you in a stern chase with those guys. I guess maybe we can get the Joan of Arc class here. We'll probably lose both those light cruisers, but if we took out an enemy armored cruiser, it might be worth it. I think I only saw one torpedo fire. It would have been nice if you used a torpedo on that second move. Cleo is badly damaged. She is not responding well to her rudder. Guyon has the 4 8-inchers. Right, let's try and get the light cruisers out of there. They did their job. What time is it? 3 o'clock. I feel like our best chance for an escape here is the sun dropping. Those light cruisers are turning to pursue. We do have, or maybe they're not. Maybe they're just lining in behind the armored cruiser. In any event, you guys better keep running. Don't turn back in and try and engage AI. All right, they're light cruiser. No, guys, don't turn and engage. Run away. I wonder if our light cruisers are better than theirs, though, because we turned back into them and they turned away. All right, so how's the Sulfurino doing? 4 medium hits on a light, some 4 structure, 2 float. The ship that's pursuing it has no damage. I don't like that my light cruisers are pursuing, but the sun is going down, or at least weather is now overcast. There we go. So maybe we can escape now. Nobody can see each other, so the AI might turn away. Oh shit. Light cruisers are still in contact. All right, we're turning away. The enemy doesn't seem to be pursuing us. Our light cruisers are making good speed to link back up with our armored cruiser. And if all we lost in this battle, if nobody scuttles after this fight, if all we lost was some damage and we sunk an enemy armored cruiser, that'll be a pretty nice victory. Yep, Victor Italy. We did have light damage on an armored cruiser and 2 light cruisers, but they lost an armored cruiser sunk thanks to, I guess, a lucky torpedo strike. And we get 571 victory points. The enemy gets 72, and that helps close the gap a little bit. So the enemy lost another armored cruiser. We also just commissioned a new armored cruiser. A German spy's been discovered. One war at a time, as Mr. Lincoln would say. Eight more merchant ships. The enemy doesn't seem to be raiding my merchant shipping, and we are raiding theirs. Their victory points for blockading us are dropping, which makes me think the blockade is growing weaker relatively. But they still have maintained it. So if we go here, we can see... I don't really... It says the Mediterranean is blockaded. Would that be? But it doesn't really tell me anything. They've got a couple more battleships than me, but I don't really know why. Blockade strength, 156 for Italy, 173 for the French, I guess. Huh. That feels like that would be a light blockade, frankly. But anyway, with that armored cruiser that the enemy lost... They commissioned one of their armored cruisers they were building, so they're still at 9. We do have some cash left over. We could buy some more armored cruisers. The Giuseppe Garibaldi class, I believe that's the one I designed. No, it's not. The Palistro classes. So we can go ahead and build a few more of those. Or maybe some light cruisers. That's kind of where we're behind. Let's do that. Let's design a light cruiser class. So we'll go to design a ship, light cruiser, auto design. And it looks like this design wants to give me 8-inch guns on my light cruiser, which is interesting. It is overgunned though, which gives me a rate of fire penalty. 6-inch guns on the secondaries. Let's not do that. Let's do 6-inch guns on the primaries and secondaries, I guess. We'll do turrets, and we will do 5-inch guns in turrets. We will do 8 of them. This image is funny. I don't think the image matters. I think it's just a visual thing. There we go. Auto place. That's better. So we will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 5-inch guns. Can I add more primaries? Am I allowed to do this? I don't know that I want to do wings on guns as large as this, but I don't want to do wings. What's starboard forward? Where would that go? No. Delete. There's no center line options here. So I can't really do what I want to do, which would be to have more guns on the center line, but I don't have that as an option. So I can do 2 6-inch guns, 1 fore, 1 aft, 8 5-inch guns and single turrets along the midships of the ship. I'm going to go with pre-Dreadnought era turret design because I just like that. We need at least 2 inches of armor to stop splinters. Although 2 inches of deck armor on a light cruiser is pretty silly, I think. Deck armor may not matter. 5,500 tons, normal freeboard, medium range. Do we have torpedoes? Let's add more. Port broadside, starboard broadside. We'll do a 4. And an aft. So 4 torpedo tubes. I guess this is an okay design. Who in the chat should we name this after? What do you guys think we should name this? I mean, I guess the Calabria class would be a authentic sounding one. Possible seal. I saw Kushin in here earlier. We're going to name it after him. So if it dies, you know, oh well. All right, we got to spend 1.5 million to do the research on the class. And then we can build it and start building it in 2 months. I don't really know how that compares to what we already have here. Like 2 8-inchers on the Piedmont, 4 6-inch and 10 2s. These are heavily armed light cruisers. But in this era, light cruisers tended to be pretty heavily armed. So you had like British second class cruisers, which were like nominally protected cruisers or light cruisers, which had like almost battleship guns in a few cases. French ship intercepts the Italian raider Tripoli in the Mediterranean. Now, Tripoli seems like a funny name for an Italian ship in 1892 because we don't have Libya yet. But in any event. Okay. Unknown ship spotted. Where? All right, let's just keep going toward it and see what it is. I suppose the heavier armament might give us a chance. It doesn't seem to be trying to pursue me. The ship has mine. I have only 2 5-inchers and 10 3-inchers. Oh, this is a crap-ass class. So much for the heavily gunned Italian light cruisers. Is this really an armored cruiser? Is that what I'm going up against? 6 8-inch guns versus my 2 5-inch guns. Blurg. We do have torpedoes though, right? We got 4 torpedoes. Let's go for it. Man, these French armored cruisers are like... They seem like they're more like late armored cruiser designs than anything. They can make 20 knots, too. This does not feel like an 1890 start, that's all I'll say. I think they need to tweak the ship designs for the early start. All right, we're taking heavy damage and we can't close the distance with them, so let's run away. He's pursuing me! All right, we're going to pause. I thought I hit pause. Rudder damage? We're spinning in circles! All right, I think we repaired the rudder. So he's smart. He's turning to stay away from me. But he's got the speed advantage on me because of the damage I've taken. Which is going to prevent me from being able to get into torpedo range. It's like the Battle of the Falkland Islands. He can wreck me at distance. Is there any way I can trick him into letting me close the distance? Almost got him there. Oh my god, these things can make 22 knots? Oh, he's only moving at 15 though. Did I damage him? Can I maybe close the distance? I mean, the smart thing would probably be to run. Got quite a bit of damage here. But if we hurt his ability to be fast, no, now he's moving at 20 knots. The bastard tricked me. It's a ploy. All right, I can't really do anything here except for like pray. We are going to sink. We're going to sink. And I'm dead in the water. Well, it's over, boys. Maybe they'll run out of ammo before I sink. Can't do anything because it can't move. All right, there we go. Light damage to the enemy armored cruiser, and we sunk. Rip. The army wants more resources to prepare for an offensive that'll break through the front. Yeah, we can get by with less. Go ahead, I've got money. The Francisco Furio is interned in a neutral port due to mechanical problems. Lame. Okay, we're still blockaded. We should have new battleships in a month or two, though. That might change the situation. What's the asterisk, Toa? They're intercepting another one of my raiders. What if we auto-resolve? What happens then? Aww. We were sunk. We lost another light cruiser. All right. Our battleship is working up. Hey, we got more money. Our raiding did not go well this turn. But we've got a new battleship. And we can also design the Kushin class light cruiser. So let's go to the build screen here. And how many can we afford to build? Probably not more than 2 based on the current budget. But let's build 4. I can do that for 4 months. These guys take 22 months. Jesus. Let's build 3. We'll build 3 new light cruisers to make up for the ones we've lost. And they will take almost 2 years. So they probably will not come online while this war is still ongoing. Good news is we've got another battleship coming in 2 months. And then the THG, once it's done working up, might help break the blockade, hopefully. I don't have any submarine tech. It's too early in the game. The latest army offensive has been a complete success, breaking through the front in places. 1,500 victory points. Hell yeah, Italian army. Cardona, or whatever his name, must have really thought up a genius plan there, because that guy, top military strategist of all time. By the way, Kushin, thanks for the resub. Hey, we developed Harvey armor. Hell yeah. Cardona, of course, best general. All right, so we got 6 more enemy merchants. Somehow their blockading is going up. Their strength of their blockade is going up. Bastards. All right, what if we get these guys off a rating and switch to the active fleet? Will that change things? Because I just don't see it. 8 battleships versus 7 now. Granted, ours is working up. 11 and 13. Is it really just those light cruisers? They've got like double our light cruiser tonnage. Convoy attack. Large battle. Yeah, let's accept. Let's fight. Maybe we'll actually get to fight the enemy one of these times. We have to sink 6 enemy transports. I guess this is the area. It appears we've got 3 armored cruisers of the Montebello class? Or the Anacona class? No. Those guys, lame. We've got 1 modern armored cruiser and 2 bad ones. And then our light cruisers are not as bad as the one that we saw in the other battle. Still not great. Where's the enemy port? Well, we go down to North Africa. We have to sink at least 6 enemy merchant ships. Did we spot something? Why did it stop? Why are these guys not turning? I'm issuing orders to you, light cruisers. Turn. All you're doing is pausing. Are you not part of my OOB? Can I not issue orders to you? Screw screening your core. I don't know why you're sailing away. Come sail away with me into the night. All right, let's try and find him. Unknown ship spotted. Yes, go engage him. I hope these are merchants. Speed up, boys. Go and engage. No, that's a battle line. Whatever, let's go fight them. What do we got out here? That is quite the enemy fleet. Glare. Okay. We're moving at 17 knots. We'll bump it up to 18. I don't want to go flank speed because... Oh, there's the... Oh... Num, 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 num. There's what they're trying to protect. Well, if they don't want to fight me, I'm sure I can run down these merchants. We just got to get 6 of them. My light cruisers are in tow behind me. The enemy fleet sailing the opposite direction. And I'm going to get in amongst these merchants. The enemy is going to try and head me off. I've effectively crossed the T of the Jeanne d'Arc class. Hey, we got a nice hit there. Saw a little flash. My light cruisers turned away. I'm not commanding them at the moment. I believe they took some heavy damage. All right, let's go. This is an armed merchant, but let's get in amongst the merchants and sink the bastards. Got one. At least 2 are dead in the water. I'm guessing they're sinking. How's the damage look? Montebello has taken 1 light hit. Ancona has taken no hits. Marco Polo has taken 10 medium hits. Holy shit. Yes, run away. Although the nearest friendly port's the wrong direction. But we'll try and get Marco Polo out of here because I think she's going to sink. All right, slower. We're cutting across the head of the enemy column. No one's firing torpedoes, though. Our light cruisers are doing some stuff. Looks like they're getting in amongst the merchants as well. I guess the enemy's going to pursue the Marco Polo. I thought maybe cutting across the head of that column would have bought them time, but anyway, our light cruisers are also dashing in amongst the convoy. Marco Polo's a goner. All right, so what have we sunk? We've sunk 1, 2, 3 merchants here. Several others are dead in the water. All right, we sank 6 enemy merchants. Objective accomplished. If Marco Polo sinks, though, which it looks like it likely will, we're still going to lose that battle for sure. I wish the AI, when I said detach and return to port, would have actually made a move to return to port. Instead, it's just sailing around here dying. We will definitely still, like, lose the battle according to the game rules, probably. Because the tonnage of the Marco Polo is going to be in excess of what we want to lose. But I think the merchants being sunk will still count for something. Marco Polo's sinking. I'm kind of surprised. Like, the AI designs for these ships are much better than I guess I thought they would be. My early designs really suck, but their early designs are pretty solid. Guess my only real chance here is if we can torpedo one of the enemy armored cruisers. I'm pushing in mostly just to try and... we're gonna get sunk. I was pushing in mostly to try and resolve the situation of losing an armored cruiser by maybe taking one of the enemies out with me, but that does not seem like it's going to happen, and I'm not anywhere near a port to get away. It's also early in the morning, so we might lose this whole formation, but at least we got the transports. Let's pause here. What's our damage look like? They look like they're on fire. 75% damage. That is not good. And yeah, okay. This is not good. No ports nearby. No chance for nightfall. Nothing I can really do either from a maneuver perspective. Montebello's sinking. Four torpedoes left. Get in there, boys. Yeah, historically French ships designs were I mean they nominally had a doctrine, but yeah, their designs were definitely all over the place in this era. How about you guys fire some torpedoes? I can't actually tell you to do that, but I would like you to do it. Okay? No? Not gonna fire a torpedo? Okay. I guess I should have expected that, but that's not what I wanted. I feel like the only thing you can really do torpedo-wise is get ships with torpedoes close to the enemy and pray. No, we haven't actually used our torpedoes, so... well, we did use a few, but it does say we've got 4 out of 4 for both these light cruisers. So they still have torpedoes. The only tactical thing it feels like you can do sometimes is double back on the enemy, cross their T, and maybe try and close the range. Otherwise, it doesn't seem like there's a lot of options here. And my armored cruisers are not making much headway. They might be dead in the water. Cleo might be. Now they're out of line of sight, so I can't issue orders. And so the only thing I can issue orders to is this one armored heavy cruiser. So they're going to pursue and finish off my lights. This is a disaster of a battle. No, I can't get ships out of my base. You start the battle with what you have on the map. I don't believe there's any chance of reinforcements. All right, so one of my light cruisers I think is going to escape, and then my armored cruiser here. Assuming they don't scuttle it after the battle due to damage. Which can happen. But we'll get into Sardinia here, and losing those ships will hurt from a blockade point of view, I guess. Yep, enter port. Wait, Victor Italy? We get the victory even though... Okay. So we lost 2 armored cruisers sunk and 1 heavily damaged and 1 light cruiser heavily damaged. The enemy had light damage on 3 armored cruisers, 2 light cruisers, medium damage on a light cruiser, but they lost 12 transports. And as a result, the game says we win a victory. Okay. The enemy had more points for damaged ships than we did, but I guess those must have been valuable merchant ships, huh? I mean, I'll take it, but strange. So Italy gets a minor victory and 1 prestige, 1,800 victory points. The enemy gets 970, I guess. Another battleship commission, the Navy. Captain Ferrari of Carlo Alberto has imposed harsh punishment for minor infractions on several occasions. He is reportedly hated by the officers and crew alike. Fleet morale has suffered. What do you want to do about it? He's an above average commander. Plus prestige. See nothing wrong with his actions. It reduces crew quality but increases prestige. Tell him quietly to ease up on punishments. Reduces crew quality. Have him transferred ashore. I can't afford to lose the crew quality. We're already outmanned. So the enemy blockade grew a little bit weaker, I think. But we are still blockaded. Fleet morale is -1. Unrest level 6. Armored cruiser situation got worse in that last fight. Okay. Our monthly balance got better, so let's go up with those battleships completing. So let's build 3 more of those light cruisers. I don't like that it's showing all these designs. Kushin, 3 more. So we'll be building 6 of them total. Okay. Shipyards have capacity here. 72,000 tons remaining capacity. And we're building more battleships, but it'll be like 2 years before any of that stuff comes online. These 2 battleships are both working up. Can I just put them instantly into the active fleet? Let's do that. So I know we're working those ships up. They're in sea trials, but I need to try and break the blockade. So screw working up. Just go straight into the fleet. Training is overrated. Obsolete designs are supposed to not show up. But I don't think the game considers any of the designs obsolete yet. Oh boy. So because I issued that order to have those ships immediately go into the fleet, now we're at least the THG's crew quality got up to fair, but the Regina Margareta, these guys probably don't even know what they're doing, and now they're going to be thrown into a battle. But that battle will be for next time. In our next episode, we will have a fleet battle between almost the entire Italian Navy and the French Navy, hopefully for the decision in the Mediterranean, but we will see. I hope you guys are enjoying this episode and this series. Leave your thoughts down below. This is Rule the Waves 3, a new strategy and tactical war game, which puts you in the shoes of a naval secretary in the age of really dreadnoughts, but it goes to quasi-modern stuff. Until next time, though, this is the Historical Gamer saying thank you for watching, and I'm out.